Hi fans, thanks for clicking the dreaded D Rose report. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I got a lot of news to tell you. Reports that Rusev and Lana are still having two weddings, by the way. It's been indicated during an interview last year. I think TMC had it, or TMZ. But now plans are confirmed. One wedding is going to be taking place in Malibu in July, and the other one's taking place in Bulgaria in September, a thousand-year-old monastery. And the wedding in Malibu is going to be packed with celebrities from the Total Diva cast. And Lana's two bridesmaids are Kelly Jackal and Brittany Snow. And regarding the wedding in Bulgaria, it's just going to be marriage in front of the family. Nothing to it. Enzo Amore was in the studio this past week, apparently working on new music. Didn't know he did that. Didn't know the music needed worked on, but. And TNA announced Grotto and Mahabali, something flying around in here. Sharia taking on Tribunal for next Sunday's Slammiversary pay-per-view in Orlando. Tribunal is formerly NXT superstars Marcus Lewis, Sylvester Lafart. Anyway, so far, updated cards are going to be TNA World Heavyweight Title match. Lashley taking on Galloway. The win must be by submission or TKO. And Full Metal Mayhem is going to be the Hardy Boys. Yeah. Jeff and Matt taking on each other. Tag team title match is going to be Robbie E and Jesse Goddard with Raquel taking on Abyss, Crazy Steve, and Rosemary. And King of the Mountain is going to be Brian taking on Eli Drake. Mike Bennett taking on Ethan Carter III for the hell of it. And Maria Kanellis taking on Gail Kim. Bray Wyatt, by the way, has been out of action, as you may or may not know, with a calf injury. I don't know how cattle has anything to do with him not being able to wrestle, but that's been going on since April. And he says now in a tweet, there is a house in New Orleans. They call it the Compound. It's been the ruins of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. Wasn't that good? That's animals. But anyway, apparently he's going to be back. I guess the nod is New Orleans. And June 13th episode of Monday Night Raw is taking place from the Smoothie King in New Orleans. So it kind of appears that maybe that's going to be the date of his return. As long as its cattle's okay, I guess. WWE released the following statement concerning Brock Lesnar and WWE status after the news broke that he's going to be returning to UFC and UFC mainly 200. And Brock Lesnar, they say, is remaining under contract with WWE. However, he has been granted a one-off opportunity to compete in UFC 200 following the milestone event on July 9th. Brock will return to WWE for SummerSlam Sunday, August 21st. Live on the network, too. So I would say what's going on, they're going to loan Brock out, and maybe they'll loan Ronda Rousey out to WWE for WrestleMania or SummerSlam. Okay, ECW original Mikey Ripwreck and Pablo Marquez turns 43 years old, both of them born the same day. Also, this would have been the 79th birthday of Hall of Famer Gorilla Monsoon. Miss that guy. And WWE started adding AWA Super Shows to the network, the on-demand section, and they currently have AWA Super Sunday from April 24th, 1983, and AWA Wrestle Rock 1986, and AWA Super Clash 3 from 1988. Good shows. And it's announced that on ESPN about Brock Lesnar returning to there, and who's going to fight? Mark Hunt. Might have to look that up. I'm not sure about Mark Hunt myself. But Lesnar said he wasn't due at his top of his game there. He got that diverticulitis, and that kind of affected his ability in the ring for a while. So he wants to get back in there, show he's still got it. And there's been an increase of rumors speculating on Ring of Honor star Moose possibly signing with WWE this year. He's a former NFL star. Will see his Ring of Honor contract expire in a few weeks, as will former Ring of Honor star Roderick Strong. who also has been on the WWE roster for a while, and they're interested in Moose since 2015 with the company, and they're going to try and load up the talent because they got 2 shows going this way in a month. International standout Tommy End has signed with WWE, END by the way, and is regularly competes in the US for WWN Live and PWG. Expected to report in September. End's got a bunch of independent bookings to take care of. Pardon me. Anyway, Fox representative got a lot of news. Just about done. Fox, representative of I'm getting choked up here. Representatives for UFC fighter Paige Van Zandt confirms to Fox that WWE officials recently reached out about booking the Dancing with the Stars participant in some capacity at SummerSlam in August. No word yet on what role she's going to be playing. Maybe they can get to her before they can Ronda, huh? No word yet on what role she's going to be playing, but talks between the 2 sides is going on. And it's noted that negotiations are underway as she plans her UFC return to the Octagon. And she's also scheduled for a film role, Kickboxer Retaliation, later this year. Mick Foley, who turns 51 years old today, said on Twitter he's down to 270 pounds. And due to Diamond Dallas Page's DDP yoga, Foley has lost 68 pounds in 6 months, and it's the lightest weight he's had since 1990 on him. And Howard Finkel, 66 years old. Tyler Hendricks, 27. Tonight's main event, SmackDown taping, is going to be taking place from the Intrust Center in Wichita, Kansas. Confirmed for SmackDown is going to be Ambrose taking on Jericho, Dana Brooks taking on Becky Lynch. Others been advertised as the usual suspects. And they got a Twitter out. 56% of the fans gave last night's Raw thumbs up. About 4,000, off close 4,000 tweeted. And they say stay right in there, 56%. They can't get the other, and they never tell you how much you didn't like it. I would say there's quite a few. Triple H tweeted that he's heading to Orlando this week for NXT TakeOver The End and NXT TV tapings. All right, WWE Vaudevillains, tag team champions New Day will defend against the Vaudevillains, Enzo Amore, Big Cass, and Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson at June 19th Money in the Bank pay-per-view. It's going to be a 4-way tag. Other matches have been announced so far. WWE World Champion Roman Reigns taking on Rollins for the title. Money in the Bank ladder match so far is Sami Zayn taking on Cesaro, Jericho, well, they're all taking on each other. Ambrose, Owens, and Del Rio. And the other one was a 4-way tag team title match I just mentioned. John Cena taking on AJ Styles just to show him that the old can still beat the new, most likely. Former WWE superstar. Remember old Adam Rose? Well, he's not Adam Rose no more. He is Aldo Rose. His Twitter bio now reads, "Ain't no more PG in this party." Remember, Aldo Rose. WWE NXT star Elijah Sampson did suffer a fractured left ankle in the main event NXT live event in Nashville this weekend. Elijah got injured during the event, but anyway, the match was stopped due to the injury, and Elijah was helped to the back, unable to put any kind of weight on the ankle. Chris Adams, doctor, said Elijah will be put into cast and crutches and expected to make a full recovery. Didn't say how long. And according to Wrestling Observer newsletter, Moose's ROH contract will expire in the next few weeks. WWE has shown interest in the past in Moose, but re-signed with Ring of Honor anyway. He did. Moose is 6'5", and we all know how much WWE likes the big guys. WWE is going to be stocking up on talent because of the brand split, and also reported Roderick Strong expiring in a few weeks too. So we're going to be in a lot. It's going to be interesting how they do this because At least the other time they split off into different sections. I don't know if they brought in too many new people. They just dwindled their talent that they already had there and just divided them in half. So we only got half of the roster on each show. So now we're going to have, looks like full rosters going on. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I got to go.